in God's Word. Today, January 3rd, we are in Genesis 6 through 8 and Luke chapter 3. We're going to go to Genesis chapter 8. God has flooded the earth, and then verse 1 of chapter 8 says, God remembered Noah and the wildlife and the livestock, and the water began to subside. God remembered. It's not a case of, oh yeah, Noah, I forgot about him, right? But what it's demonstrating and using in this language is he remembered in the sense that he's promised to them to protect them, right? Like, go into the ark and I will shut the door. God shuts the door. I will save you if you're in the ark. And so now it's, hey, oh yeah, we got to bring this to a next step. And the waters subside. They're in the ark about a year, something like that. Can't remember. You can read it, chapter 8. And so it's not like, oh, God forgot, and then, oh, now you remember. That's how we generally use that term. And so it's not a great way to think about it, because if you think about it that way, you think, oh, God forgets? No. It's that the time had come, right, for now him to act and to enter into that space. And so he does, and he promises never again to destroy the earth. But notice verse 21. When the Lord smelled the pleasing aroma, Noah had built an altar. He said to himself, I'll never again curse the ground because of human beings, even though, listen to this, the inclination of the human heart is evil from youth onward. This is after the flood. You would think these 8 people that come out of the flood, out of the ark, we're good. We're going to listen to God and everything. We're going to do everything that he says. And God says, even though the inclination of the heart is evil from youth onward. Yeah, so that didn't solve the problem. It just kind of hit reset. Oh, why? Because the heart is wicked and deceitful. All have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. But God's not going to do it that way again. And the rainbow becomes God's promise not to flood the earth again. It's been hijacked. When you look at Genesis, there's a lot of first things. First things that God promises, first things that man does, and mistakes and sin and grace and mercy, and how God responds. And so take note of these things and just watch and observe and take in and begin to see God's character and unveiled to us, right? That here now in chapter 8, there's compassion and there's grace to move forward. And I'm not going to do this again. It's good to know who God is and to worship him. Until next time, keep growing little by little.